fun.
El Kitch has just reminded me in the chat that a TD tournament is currently on the way. Gonna be played out on Monday.
I actually wanted to wait until the finals were over, because right now I just want to focus on this.
Yes.
And I know it's nice to advertise like other tournaments as well, but you know.
Yeah, this is far from over. This has only just begun.
Indeed.
We are now on the second set of semifinals, and this is Smitty versus Who Cares. Smitty also, in my opinion, a strong contender for the top spot here.
Yeah, Smitty being the one to beat last year's winner Gatekeeper in the first round with a 2-0 super decisive victory, super quick. He has quickly grown to be my favorite contester for the finals. Like, I'm seeing a lorry driver versus Smitty finals.
Yes, me too. Even though Who Cares is a good player as well, but it's just too hard to compete against someone who has that much 1v1 experience as Smitty does. He's also streaming with Raishibi. He's a close friend of Raishibi, I think real life friend.
Yeah, they were actually streaming last night. And yeah, he did some last minute practice yesterday.
Oh yeah, he's a brutal player. We're gonna have a divergence of builds already. We're gonna have double ref for Smitty and a War Factory rush for Who Cares. Does he want to make something happen early? Production tells me no, he just goes for a Harvester.
A War Factory opening without a barracks, that is risky.
Well, on this map, the rush distance is too large to really lose to an all-in push early. I think this is one of the maps where you can most easily get away with a War Factory rush.
I guess so.
The only thing I dislike is if you are building a War Factory here, you're gonna have to pass through the Tile of Death.
The one tile, yeah.
Also, Who Cares is opting for the greediest build possible. Look at his setup here.
I see it.
2-minute 20 service depot. This is gonna be 3 harvesters into an MCB. 3 harvester MCB coming out now.
Yep.
40 seconds until he's got one produced. Holy shit. That's what I call confidence here.
But in the meantime, he's actually just letting Smitty capture all the oil derricks. Not that Smitty is doing it, but you know, he could.
He could.
Because there's only now the barracks. He's going for a super greedy build here.
Yeah, the greediest possible. Man, and usually you see Smitty's setup here. Usually around this corner, you're expecting your opponent to camp with maybe 5 riflemen. There are 10 from Smitty, plus a ranger. I just feel like this part is gonna fall flat apart on its face because it doesn't have pressure, and Smitty is free to expand everywhere.
Yeah, Smitty has seen that the oil derrick has not been captured just yet, and probably is expecting that the other one hasn't been captured either.
So we have 5. Oh, a double ranger for Smitty. Second ranger out now. We've got 5 harvesters for Smitty. 2 rangers.
Look at that. A blind expansion straight into the natural expansion for...
Oh, gets scouted though. It gets scouted.
Immediately gets scouted. Immediately gets responded by...
Oh, an engineer.
No.
Who cares? What are you doing?
No! Not like this!
What are you doing? Not like this.
No!
Oh my, he can't deploy anything anymore because the engineer is kind of locking the construction yard. Yeah, that's a free construction yard. Oh my lord.
No! Not like this.
Not like this.
Immediately with the barracks expansion there. Oh my god. And there's the expansion from Smitty as well, heading to the north.
That was really sloppy by Who Cares though. He had at least 5 seconds to spot the engineer and deploy because Smitty didn't immediately select it. He just hovered the engineer for like 5 seconds. As we're experiencing a lag spike here.
Yeah, I was about to say. Test. Yeah.
Text.
Yeah. Who cares? Did inform me that he may occasionally have to pause the game because of his 1-year-old.
Yeah. Also, he's from Paraguay. He's living in Paraguay at least.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! What a brutal game here.
Indeed. Punishing. Smitty just punishing the sloppiness of Who Cares.
Exactly.
Well, there comes Who Cares with a second attempt of an expansion. Hopefully this time for his regular one, his natural one.
Also, Smitty has now access to double tech.
Yep.
Let me remind you of that real quick. So I'm not expecting to see a super Soviet late game, man. But you know, chronoing in what is it? 13 Soviet heavy tanks with a chronosphere.
Yes, that would be nasty.
That would be a potential because he can actually go for a German chronosphere here.
And another expansion here by Smitty. Probably looking for the perfect place to deploy. No, we're just right over there.
That's the perfect place. It's perfect when I say it's perfect.
Yep. Mr. Oklahoma, Smitty.
Yeah, Mr. Oklahoma. Already going very American on his ass of being like, get off my lawn. Oh, the MCV doesn't want to be here. Just straight up no. This is straight up nope territory.
Yeah, right here in the north, indeed. Gun turret, all the rocket infantry.
I often see Smitty do this. He invests so much into rocket infantry. He doesn't build many rifles. I think he sometimes has one of the highest skewed ratios there. Who cares trying to make another expansion work on the left-hand side?
Yeah.
He has to risk something.
Medium tank. Something that I did notice is that in order for Smitty to now use the Soviet tech, he has to build like another war factory and another barracks.
If he wants to have access to double vehicles, yeah, exactly.
Flame tower, chasing away the medium tank.
Basically, each building only gives you the prerequisites that the building provides. So the MCV provides prerequisites for all the buildings. So he's going to have access to double tech buildings, but he's not going to have access to double tech infantry or double tech vehicles.
Unless he has the buildings themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah. Surprisingly, that Who Cares still hasn't captured his oil derricks though. He could really take advantage of the extra cash. And here we have Smitty with the radar dome.
It's also floating up quite hard here. Let's see, what unit is he going for? No, he's just going for... Oh, he's going for an airfield though. So that's the first Soviet tech we see out of him.
Oh, this is such a cheesy play. Yeah, there's the airfield. Right over there in the expansion with the rally point set over here. But in the meantime, Smitty's been made aware of the expansion over here. So he's now setting his infantry mob with a couple of medium tanks over there. There's the helipad as well.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
This is not very efficient though.
Nope.
I guess it is inefficient in a way. No, you can only produce from one aircraft queue, so it doesn't provide you with anything basically.
Oh, there's the low power for Who Cares though.
And here's the first yak for the scout.
Yep.
Scouting run.
And he immediately gets
almost caught.
Almost destroyed, yeah.
I don't get it. He's building one yak for the line of sight, presumably, and then he's like, yeah, and I'm gonna build some more Heinz with my yak.
A question from Frenzy over here. Does the heli-airfield combination increase the build speed?
It does.
It does?
Yeah. All of those are aircraft, technically. Like, at least in a game coding sense.
Well, it would be fun if we would see a Chinook dropping some flamers or Tesla troopers.
Yeah, I love that. In team games, the Flamer Chinook is such an unexpected and powerful move.
Uh-huh. Can imagine. Oh.
Oh, what a strafe.
To wake up.
Wake up! Why don't you put on a little makeup?
Yep.
I don't think you trust.
And there's the GPS satellite coming up for Smitty as well.
Oh god.
Are you gonna see a German chronosphere?
I would love to.
Me too, but I don't think this game is gonna go that far. Sadly.
No, sir. I see at least a couple. No, that's not flamers. That's just so many rockets all just stacked up that it looks like they're carrying flamers on the top right side. I love the animation and sound of the Tesla coil. Who cares as flamers?
Smitty can actually get, I believe he can get shock troopers now. He has the Tesla coil up.
Does he have a tech center? No, he has a chronosphere though.
Oh. And
okay,
there's the German, there's the Soviet tech center as well.
Like this game is entertaining in a sense that he's only producing the most inefficient units and buildings for the Soviets. He has built instead of an AA gun, he's built a SAM site, which is arguably 5 times worse.
Shock trooper medic spam. I think we might actually see that.
Yeah, if it even comes to that.
Well, he does have the Soviet tech lab now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, but I think the game is gonna be over before that.
Yeah. Ooh, nice shot from the V2 there.
Yeah. Really good shot here.
Another V2 comes out.
Gonna catch the V2 off guard again.
Yep.
Plonk. Down she goes.
Plane.
Man, we're seeing a chronosphere. Oh, the SAM site doing its job. So rare we're gonna see SAM sites working as intended.
Lots of medium tanks here from Smitty.
He is still on basic tech. The only actual unit that he built that he wasn't supposed to build are the Yaks.
Yep. And he's now making a push, and I'm guessing this could be the final push here.
Yeah.
Although he's Hooker still has a little base over there.
Yeah, he's got this little pocket of the map, but it doesn't provide him with anything. Down goes his last V2.
And down goes the Yak. I hear Tanya.
Anya. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Okay, next game.
GG. GG.
This game was over a long time ago. This game was basically over when he lost his Coneyard. Good luck, have fun, and we're in game 2. This is the rolled reversal here.
Yep. With Smitty on top right as Russia, we see.
What, top right?
Top left, sorry. Bottom right, we see Who Cares as Germany, forced by the mirror.
Mm-hmm. Who Cares has made some nice tech rushes work, especially as Ukraine. I've seen him play versus Gatekeeper. A couple matches where he actually rushed out demo trucks as the first combat unit out of his War Factory arsenal, and it worked wonders for him.
Yeah, I know the times for the tournament for Who Cares, Smitty, and Orb are really not that favorable for them. But it's a risk that they were willing to take. Before I announced the tournament, I actually made a bracket with a estimated time of playing for all of the rounds. So beforehand, the players could see at which time the particular matchups would be, including the semifinals, including the finals. They knew beforehand that these matches were going to be super early for them.
This is going to be an EU-friendly tournament, let's put it that way.
It basically is, but also a little bit of a Australia-friendly tournament, just like last year. Remember when we had Anju in the bronze match as well?
Yeah, too bad he didn't play this year because he's really improved his red alert.
Yeah,
Still mainly HT player, but it's really good at red alert.
Here we see a nice, massive infantry blockade on Orb's or Who Cares natural expansion by Smitty, while Orb is managing to capture his oil derrick. But he's gonna lose that engineer if he doesn't stop. Oh, and he does.
He lost it, dude. There's the only thing he could do is execute him with the oil barrels. That would be sick. So just to deny the cash bounty.
Little lag spike, it seems.
Another freeze. There we go.
And here comes Orb with the Ranger. Quick and early.
It's not gonna be in time.
No.
Nope.
Indeed.
War Factory rush though, for Who Cares again. His second time rushing a War Factory.
But this time actually going for the scouting rather than other stuff. He's gonna scout that the oil derricks up here are not captured yet.
He's gonna bite himself in the ass over this cheese push here.
Sorry,
that's a really annoying thing.
It's on my back. Got a little itch on my back.
Who Cares running out with the harvester? Probably a rally point fail.
Looks like it, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Smitty now with the capture. Is he gonna get denied? Nope.
No, he can't deny him. The Ranger doesn't actually have much weapon range.
Okay. Ooh.
Taking a lot of poke as well. Like, find some snipes, isolated rocket soldiers. That's something the Ranger is very good at.
And another miss waypointing from Who Cares with the War Factory, with the, what should we call it?
The Harvester.
Harvester, yeah. Another refinery and immediately selling it, so that's how he's gonna get his eco up and running. Double refinery versus double refinery, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep. This Ranger basically has provided nothing to this game. Unlucky, he just didn't find the flanks or the snipes that he was looking for.
Light tank for Who Cares in the meantime, setting out his civilian technician battalion.
With their pop guns.
Yeah.
Pew, 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 pew.
And
I love the sound.
Super awesome vision range. Of course.
And their line of sight. Just check their line of sight, dude.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
There must be fog all the time in the Red Alert universe. Oh, mobile flag could easily get picked off here.
Yep, it's not.
It doesn't find it.
No, trying to get some crushes, getting some crushes, and
that was bad though.
1 or 2 more crushes.
Oh,
ooh, the rockets just missed. There comes Smitty with the new expansion. On
but
the
look
safe
at
side,
the scoreline. Oh, sorry, yeah. Go ahead.
on the safe side of his natural. Now capturing more oil derricks. He's gonna have all of the oil derricks.
Man,
like
and just look at the scoreline here.
Scoreline?
48/15. Just not looking hot here. Who Cares? Just not finding what he needs in this game. And pure light tank spam. Just a couple rocket soldiers can easily kill all of this. Pop, there goes one of the tanks.
2,
3. That's 2,100. The Ranger down as well. That's 2,600 now, or 2,700, I believe.
That is bad.
Ugh. Scoreline 74/25.
And here comes Orb with the natural expansion. Actually transferring over a miner already.
If it's not a failed rally point, you know. No, it isn't.
No, it isn't. He's actually aiming to go there.
He's crossing over the ore patch. He wants his safe ore patch. Not finding the deploy yet. Not finding it at all.
And unfortunately, the miner being blocked off on that one tile, having to go all the way around.
Yep, the miner was a bit confused there.
If he could have waited like 2 seconds longer, he would have been able to go straight to the new refinery. We don't have a blind expansion over here from Smitty though.
Yep, he had a couple nice scouts. And something that Smitty always does, which I really like, is he pops down random barracks. You see those barracks in the middle there, on the left side?
Yeah.
That basically gives you not only a rally point for your troops, but also scouting. And it's fairly cheap, it costs you 500.
Here we've got the assault going on.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like Orb is gonna win this little engagement.
Good stuff so far.
Yeah. With a barracks pop right over there. Flame Tower now switching targets.
Yeah, he actually got it.
Oh. Get a mechanic. Beautiful. Now get a mechanic.
Yeah, I would love for a mechanic to be
there.
Be one with Doomy.
Hello.
I think his troops are rather asking for a medic rather than for a mechanic here.
Dirty Lemming, thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate it. Mechanic, please. Oh, but in comes Smitty from the other side.
The counter-attack is completely gonna deny the mining here. And there comes the attack. The MCV is undeployed. It can't retreat here.
Nope.
It has to retreat through everything here, through all this shit show.
Retreating.
Wow.
It managed to survive, but only just.
Really surprising. That was kind of lucky.
That is a super strong collapse here. Two miners being completely idle. An army block over here being completely idle.
The V2 is gonna snipe the Conyard. No questions about it. And pop. There it goes.
And it's gone.
We've got blast off.
Yeah, I guess that the early times indeed did hit in.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, Smitty had to wake up early as well.
Yeah, true.
And I knew it.
This schedule sucks for both equally.
Yeah.
So that's fair. So from Smitty, we're seeing something that you wouldn't see out of Lorry Driver. He's actually taking fairly early. The V2 shot, this is going to be a good one. Lots of healing power though in this army.
Yeah, a lot of medics.
Oh.
Ooh.
Still lots of medics, but
less
infantry to heal now.
Yeah, medium trying to get some crushes in.
Mm-hmm.
Severely damaged. Another V2 comes in.
Wow, who cares? He's also on a radar dome, so he's his eco is really behind, but he is kind of held on.
Well, he has managed to deny the little expansion over here, but he got denied as well in. What?
GG.
GG already?
He thought he was in a worse spot than he was.
Let's do this.
Johnny Todd, you just jumped in. We've so far seen a very dominant show from Lorry Driver and from Smitty as well. This is game 3 in Smitty versus Who Cares. It's already a 2-0. We're having Smitty picking France. That's basically the biggest middle finger you can give your opponent.
Yes, in this round, in the semi-finals, we're going to see a mirror image of what we're seeing right now for the even matches. So, next match, if it turns out to be a next match, Who Cares is going to have to play as France down on the bottom right. Whereas Smitty is going to have to play as Ukraine on the top left. All this same
Not
match.
like this. By the way, a really imbalanced map, as people have pointed out time and again. The biggest problem is that there is, you can easily camp the ore patches from the top position, but you can't camp the ore patches from the bottom position at all, because they're all the way in the back of the base. So this map is completely unbalanced, and I don't know why it hasn't been fixed yet. Very favorable position for bottom side. A medic out for Smitty early on.
Like, is that a medic? But it is.
Patching up them boys, you know. Just taking care of them boys. And is that a double ref? Oh, double ref for both this time around. And who cares is 8 seconds behind on the timing for the refs though, just because of sloppy micro, I guess.
Yeah. So, yeah. Moving out.
We're gonna see the early move out from the MCV. Is gonna immediately get scouted though. He's gonna run straight into those guys. He can at least get some crushes.
Nope. Yes. No. Maybe. No.
Oh, he missed. He missed. That's the cheese
deploy.
Boys wanted to see.
Unfortunately, he couldn't build anything in the meantime because he only had one MCV, of course. Double refinery for both players. The rally point on the barracks down to here.
Now, though, we're gonna have a war factory up for Smitty already. Pretty offensive position. I would have placed it more in the back. And the best thing that Smitty can get out here is a ranger to just employ some line of sight.
Now he's going for the harvester right away, by the looks of the rally point.
If I were in his shoes, I would now place at least build one ranger, try to chip away at the infantry blob because I know my opponent hasn't tacked to a war factory yet. So I would abuse that. Wow, how many civilians? It's like 10, not 9.
This is the semi-finals. I actually made a comment explaining the rules of the semi-finals on my bot. Massive.
Cool. Light tanks for Smitty. I know what he's doing. He's trying to get the light tanks into the backline ore fields, because you can very easily kill those 2 refineries for who cares. Yep, first light tank is going in. Gonna immediately rally over to the top side. So Smitty's everything is going in his favor now. He's got 4 harvesters over 3. He's got a war factory, which who cares doesn't have, and there's a lot of damage already being put onto the construction yard, which is actually fairly expensive to repair.
Quite. Light tanks. It's a difficult position for who cares.
Very difficult indeed.
Maybe we're going to see a flamer rush.
There is the war factory now. 4-minute war factory is a bit late. And he is. That's where the ranger would come in handy. He would easily scout the blob here. There's lots of defensive infantry. Obviously, who cares knows what's ahead. Lies in store for him. Oh, he's just grazed the power plant. Only 1 rocket soldier in the equation. He's gonna get killed. There it goes.
There's crushes.
Smitty's going in with those light tanks. Holy shit.
And
that was ballsy. He didn't lose them. Surprising. That's an actual expansion MCV for Smitty already, so he's, even on this map with this small war patches, he's playing the macro game.
But it seems that the expansion is gonna get scouted, yes?
Yeah, but there's just not enough to kill it. If he's got a pillbox ready, he doesn't.
He's gonna try and block the MCV off with the yes!
Yep.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
Getting some good blocks in.
No. Yes!
Oh, wow.
Well, blocking.
He can delay at least, he can stall for a long time here. But eventually the tanks are just getting the better of this composition.
Yep.
And here's the pillbox. Here's Johnny. Johnny Pillbox doing his job here.
Yep. Another APC over there. That takes care of all of that.
Who cares? He's now going for a base push, I believe, or he's just trying to get a hold of the middle ore.
I think he's gonna go for a base push. Looking at
Probably,
what he's doing here, the civilians are getting crushed and killed.
Smitty's so far ahead in assets, but what he doesn't have, much of his cash and his economies has actually been sunk into harvesters of all things. That's gonna pay off big time now though, because 3 harvesters are making their way topside. And a second MCV for who cares as well.
Right in the original base.
Yeah, who cares? Is trying for a base push. I don't know about that. Flamers as well.
That's what I want to see.
I really love their attack animation in the in open array, because in the original they just threw the same fireballs.
Yep, wax spike.
Yeah. In the original they just had the same fireballs as the
Tesla
flame
coil
tower.
here.
Yeah, it's a good call.
But look at what's coming up from the north.
Mm-hmm. And the Tesla coil is only in range of one of the pillboxes.
Yeah.
Not that big a deal.
There's nothing to defend down here.
No, sir.
One rocket
attacking.
soldier.
Light tanks could go in a chase. Nah, it just decides to play it safe.
Yeah. Going for the eco assault.
Going for what works best here.
Uh-huh.
Rip.
Tesla coil. Defensively behind the barracks.
Rip second harvester.
There goes the flamers.
Mm-hmm.
Down here.
Flame tower trying to compete with 2 pillboxes and a gun turret.
Uh-huh. It's not gonna
No
work.
way, Jose.
There's the cell on the refinery.
How many harvesters are left? 2 harvesters left for who cares.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's basically out of the game.
Indeed.
Barracks drawing a lot of fire here, but eventually it's gonna fall.
Yep.
Lots of rifle infantry.
Also a couple of flamers.
Mm-hmm.
Dealing some nice damage here, but unfortunately it's just not enough.
Yeah, and unfortunately as well, this is poke damage, and the medics are gonna counteract the poke damage anyway.
And there's the GG.
GG, the 3-0.